Hey guys, welcome to part 2. Part 1 can be found at the channel. Now, we just shared this message. Silver Warrior of Light. This was activated during the partial lunar eclipse in Taurus. We're working for Metatron. Light workers. This is where we're going to humbly congratulate all this work that we've been doing. Okay? Now, we know that we are in a time of expanding love with structure, but in order to do so, we're whole here, and we are using fear and tyranny to create this. So we're going to transmute those lower vibrational spaces into higher vibrational spaces. So from fear to love, from tyranny to structure. And we know that we're doing that through the power of self, change of consciousness. We've discussed these are twins. This body has been opened up. And there was one twin that's more awake and one twin that's more asleep. But we know that we are one, and this twin is about to wake up even further. And we're going to share this message next time we meet up, so stay tuned. But we're going to finish. We're going to get an activation for what's happened here. Because we know we're going from victim mentality to optimism. And we're doing it right now with this silver sword of light. And what the cosmos is mirroring back to us. Because the cosmos is mirroring back to us how to do all of this. So we are going to leave this space in place with this sword. Many of us already have. And it has to do with everything we discussed in this first part of this message. Patterns of nobility. And the fact that we are going to activate with patterns of nobility from within to without. Our DNA is going to change, and thus we're going to change the atmosphere. We're going to change the energy in the outside world, because as much as our environment impacts us within, we impact our environment from within to without as we transform. Thus, mission work and what we came here to do. So, when we free ourselves, we're going to be well on our way to where are we going? We're going here. Okay? We have the mother, the water, the father, the fire, the earth, the daughter, and the sun, the air, coming together with the forces of creation. Okay? So we go from here, the devil. We know all that glitters is not gold. Patterns of separation. Addiction. Our desires. The devil's using our heart's desires to keep us in separation. But we're seeing through that illusion. And we're going to separate ourselves from the devil. We have been, right? That's when we know God has a plan. The feminine, laser focusing on throat chakra. The masculine, the sacral. But we have feminine, you have masculine within you. Masculine, you have feminine within you. We're all doing this as one. So we're going from here to here. We know that has to do, right, with this sword. And we're meeting up here. This is where we're meeting back up. In the Six of Cups. Where we expand from lust into joy. Okay, and this has to do with the restoration of innocence. We need the child, okay? We need the child. And this has to do with, look at how bent these cards are. I found these cards today. Didn't even know where they were missing, but this is how we meet up here, and this all happens. Okay, so look at how bent these cards are. I was trying to find a different card that I'm missing. Surprise, surprise. The lover is actually in this deck here. This beautiful two-sided deck that I love. But it's missing. So, Lo and behold, there were these two cards crumpled up together. This one on top of this one, actually. So, look, we're going to use the Six of Swords, Ascension. And look, there's Mesopotamia, the cradle of life in here, behind here. So, we're no longer in a state of collapse. We're ascending to create our Ten of Cups. But look, our Ten of Cups is being created in the rain here. That's much symbolism. Like, we're learning how to dance in the rain. Like, this isn't about, like, a wrench gets thrown into our plans and we go back into victim mentality and make excuses for our addictions, continuing to create with our addictions and patterns of separation and allowing the devil to use our heart's desires to keep us in separation. No, we're seeing through those illusions with God, and God is allowing us to create with a positive charge in the negative and showing us what our priorities are for the building blocks for our life. And these building blocks are to heal from these tower moments here and rebuild with the star and enter this cycle of increase that we know is connected to the Three of Cups, because we expand our consciousness and we feel deserving. And why do we feel deserving? Because we free ourselves, okay? We free ourselves, she who frees, from this space and place. Because why? We know we're going home. We're going to where we belong. We're doing what we came here to do. Our true mission. And remember that we're meeting up here. And we're in the process. What are we building, right? With these building blocks for life. What are we building? We know we're building our Ten of Pentacles, part of our fortune increase. This is the Ten of Pentacles in the Black Astrology deck. So Ten of Pentacles. And this is created with the cosmic cross of transformation that pushes and pulls us in all directions in order to create, like, diamond patterning. And the other part of our divine inheritance is our Ten of Cups, our emotional wealth. And we came here to create and experience all of this. And right now, the Knight of Cups is laser focusing on creating this right now. Laser focusing. The masculine, with our connection to the feminine, the mother, the cups, is laser focusing on this right now and what this looks like. And that's what's happening here as we expand love with structure with the Two of Cups and the Emperor, okay? But in order to do so, remember, because we're rebuilding, right? We're healing from these. Where did that go? Oh, right here. I moved it over here. Remember, we're in a time of rebuilding, but in order to do so, remember, we have to look at the negative. We're not being delusional here. We're looking at the negative. We're being honest. This is about truth. So we're facing what we've lost from the dawns of time until now, okay? But we understand that what we've lost has shown us, remember, a spiritual quest is about experience. We're having the experience in order to understand how to calculate karma and break the bonds. We need to understand how to calculate karma and break the bonds in order to free ourselves. And this is where we know that God has a plan and we can heal with everything that we've been through until then, so that we can break the bonds from this place and space, because we know it's time for us to go here. But in order to do so, we're accessing the child, the archetype of the eternal child. So this has something to do with the laser focus to listen within, okay? There's a laser focus right now. Remember, we're in a time right now of creativity, because we're rebuilding with the star and the archetype of the eternal child. And look at where the sun is. We were really working with this archetype. It was really activated during Lionsgate. In order to what? During Scorpio season, to have our rebirth, the phoenix rising from the ashes. And we know that this was all activated with this partial lunar eclipse in Taurus, where we've now gone from feeling dull to determined to expand here through the earth with spirit. Well, the inner child, hear and know me. Okay? Hear and know me. So that I can change your perspective. There's a shift in perspective here. And it has to do with, right now, a laser focus on elevating to co-create our 10 of Cups. We know we're in the time of the collapse of the ego in order to, what? Heal with our existence here. Get closer to our authenticity and true self. So let's get an activation for what we're going to, these are going to be our activation cards here. This, and this. And next time we meet up, we're actually going to be sharing the message for building blocks. Priorities, building blocks for life, and the power of self, okay? So here's our activation cards. We go from here to here. And here to here. Right? But we honor that we're healing with this. And taking, actually going from here to here through here, right? And we're well on our way. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Remember, the cosmos is mirroring back to us what we're doing. The cosmos is mirroring this back to us. And because we didn't get an official message for Halloween, we're going to use the Halloween Tarot. We did have a message, but it was short and sweet. So we're going to see what was activated here because Halloween was right afterwards. Oh, well, good thing we get this out of the way. Thank you. The Halloween Tarot created by Kipling West. Okay, there we go. The Magician is here and we're expanding with the world. The world's at the bottom of the deck. Okay. But surprise, surprise, the Hangman is here. And we know, what do we know, right? This is where we're faced with the negative and we're being forced to add the positive charge, to find the positive charge, to be the positive charge and expand our soul with our spirit here with God. But it's all to do with the 9 of Ghosts. And this is the 9 of Cups. And we know this is where we create our happiness from our sadness, and we're on target with our messages because, guys, I'm just going to put these right here. Oh, confirmation right there from the universe. So that music stopped playing there. That we got the 9 of Cups. Where is it? I just had it. Guys, we got the 9 of Cups, and we talked about the 9 of Cups. Not the last time we met up, but the time before. Whichever reading that is. Oh, it's right here. So, this is about, right? The 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups, I trust in the flow of life. We're not forcing things here. We're going with the flow. And we understand, too, that it's not about a human doing and all these things we have to do to build our divine inheritance and have our 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. This has to do with it's who we are. It's a human being. And how are we being? How are we treating others? How are we treating life? How are we treating ourselves? And are we spending time with the magic of life and others? And getting lost in life with the magic of love. With love of life, love of others, love of self, love of this world. And finding the positive charge. Finding beauty way. Finding the love and God from what we've seen down the rabbit hole. Okay, in order to heal with it. And then we got this as we were getting an activation for what was happening. And look, we got the 9 of Cups. And this is where we understand our wishes are not trophies to collect. They're outside this window. It's a life to be lived. Our connection with the cosmos and Mother Earth. And that we're in the time right now of the 10 of Wands. But this isn't colored in yet, so it hasn't happened. Okay? And then we know we got temperance. Now temperance, look at that. There is the building blocks for life. There is the positive charge. And we're in alchemy with the positive charge right now. And right now it has to do with what we're manifesting with the Father. We got the Three of Wands. We're in a time of manifestation. But remember, we've been learning how to calculate karma. So are we going to manifest this? Are we going to stay in victim mode? Because if we stay in victim mode, we're manifesting this. It's going to come true. Confirmation right there again from the universe, right? Oops, where that? This one went. Okay, are we going to manifest this into reality? Because if we stay in victim mode, that's what we're doing. If we stay playing with the devil and not cut ourselves free, this is where we're going. We already know, we've seen this, we've been here. But instead is we want to connect to the Three of Cups. Remember what's in alignment with us. Connection with the Mother. So we expand our soul with our spirit with God. And getting back to even tea time. Let's drink tea. Remember, we're laser focusing on healing with our guts. Let's get the proper tea that works for us. What kind of teas do we need to be drinking in order to get our guts working at optimal level? Okay, what are we putting within? And just even tea time with friends, with loved ones coming together. Look at the candles here. The atmosphere of what is happening here says so much. Just take that in. When we switch back there, then we know. What are we? We're in a time of manifesting, right? And this is literally what we actually got. The next card out was, we are the Two of Wands. We manifest the Three of Cups. So let's get it straight. We can manifest the Three of Cups, or we can manifest the Ten of Wands. That's what we're being shown. We have a choice. This is where the choice is. We can manifest the Three of Cups, or we can manifest this. Okay, but we're being shown, if we keep on the path we are on without what? Understanding the power of self and changing our consciousness and going from victim mentality to optimism, that we're just co-creating this. But remember, we want those Three Cups, because what are the Three Cups? The Three of Cups are abundance. Remember, this was activated during this partial lunar eclipse in Taurus. But we're having a metamorphosis with the energy. We have to understand, remember, this has to be, we have to be deserving with our dreams. Okay, she who dreams, escapes dreams fantasy. We don't want to escape our dreams. We want to continue to co-create them with this high vibe fantasy. So, let's see what the cards are here. We have the Magician. Look, we're getting back into manifestation with the Nine of Bats. But look, we're manifesting with our fears. We're going to remember, we're turning our fears into love. We just saw this. This is how we got here. This is where we take, remember, we're expanding love with structure. So we're going to use our fears to co-create love. And what? We're going to have a metamorphosis with the energy. Thus, having a new beginning with the Queen of Swords. And remember, when we met up last time for the koi fish, when the koi fish exit the program, we talk about how we need to access the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is how we use this. The Queen of Swords is how we do everything that we've discussed. We're going to be truthful and artistically tell our truth as we heal with our pain. And there it is. There's the Four of Wands. And we're in our time of completion. We know this goes back to the reading about Jupiter here. There's a reading about Jupiter at the channel, and we talk about the time we're in the completion of building the Four of Wands, okay? And this is where we use our morality as our compass to literally ascend. We're going to elevate by using our morality as the connection to the North Star. And the North Star, remember, is connected to the Two of Cups. Right here. But we honor, remember, that it's happening through the three. Right? This is happening through the three with a direct connection to the Ace of Cups. Our connection to spirit as we expand our soul with our spirit and meet up within. The Six of Cups. Alright guys, I look forward to expanding off this further next time we meet up, but I still feel like there's just one more message in here. Right here. Okay. Look at that. We work with Spirit, the Sacred Temple. And an event, a milestone is here. So we're working with our body. Laser focus on expanding our soul with our spirit. With the temple. The temple of us, the Ace of Cups, as we get well. And it has to do with planning and action. Remember, we're going home. We're going here. This is where we're deserving. This is where we go here. This has to do with our cycle of increase right here. So we're going to use the masculine here. We're going to use the feminine. Get back to the void. Get back to the void. The void of creation, and expand our soul with our spirit, with the sacred temple. This is a milestone. This event is a milestone. That says much. Remember, we're having an experience here. We're having an achievement. This goes back. Look, this goes back to those cups. Those cups in the Nine of Cups. Wherever those 9 cups are, guys. But you remember, the cups in the 9 of Cups. In that room that we talked about where you have to go out of it. Okay, look, see? And remember, just the 1 cup. Our connection to the 1 cup and what the masculine is building with that 1 cup. Okay? The masculine sees the connection to that cup. The energy sees the connection to the 1 cup. But remember, we're working with the mother. Working with the water. In order to, what? Continue to build our 10 of Cups. And then we're going to use the masculine. We're going to plan and act. This is the energy. Plan and act. And then there's an event of travel. And our higher self has been activated. And now we have officially expanded our consciousness with great gratitude. And we know when we're in gratitude, we're receiving right there. We're in a state of receivership, and we've elevated our energy. We're ready to receive. We're ready to manifest back our abundance that we've been co-creating. But in order to do this, we understand that we're working with our dark thoughts and family. There's a laser focus on family and healing here, and this is where we had our decrease. This is where we experienced our decrease, but remember, we're in a time of increase. And the loving woman is activated, and kindred partnerships. And there it is, guys. Until next time, you know I am sending it to you, those good healing vibes. I love you. Take care, and I'll see you when we expand off this further. Stay tuned.